Okay, folks, I want to talk to you a little something about gatekeeping, specifically one of the dumber types of gatekeepers. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, hey, you're talking about those go woke, go broke guys. But no. Those guys are just bigots, and they know what they're doing. They have this whole thing set up that they do, that they try to trick you. They're more fans of white guys than anything else. You know, like they pretend they like that franchise they like. No, I'm talking about people who generally like the thing they like, but don't understand that their type of gatekeeping is rather detrimental to whatever they like. And I don't think there's a real name for this, so let me explain. Not long ago, I was at a store and I overheard a woman talking to the cashier. She was buying some Avatar merch. And no, not the James Cameron films. The one people care about, Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, anyway, she was complaining to the cashier, who was doing her best to pretend to care what she was saying, how frustrated she was that all these new people are suddenly into Avatar, you know, because of the 2020 comeback on Netflix, as well as Legend of Korra. And she was like really irritated about this. Like, where did these people all come from? I had been a fan since day one. I grew up with it. This is a type of mentality that I have actually encountered before, and not only in comic books and other geek culture, but specifically it's very prevalent in music culture. I remember being a teenager in the 80s, and I loved present-day music, but I also loved music from the 60s, and I would occasionally get crap about that. And in turn, I've seen people of my generation, Gen X, crap on teenagers who are into Nirvana, saying stuff like, get your own band. I don't understand this mentality, because let me explain this in the most base way I can. For a thing to continue, new people have to discover and like it. There, that's the end. Because I don't know if you realize this, but people grow old and die, and for something to continue, like maybe Superman, new people have to get into it. Beatles, the Rolling Stones, this whole thing going on and on. For an example, have you ever walked into Hot Topic and saw a Logan's Run t-shirt? No. Hey, how many 12-year-old Flash Gordon fans are you seeing out there? None? Well, hey, that's because those franchises were not able to keep up fandoms, and people didn't get into them as much, so they eventually kind of faded away. I don't understand this. Why can't people just let new people discover something? You don't have to take such ownership of a thing that the mere addition of new people liking the same thing you like is a threat to you. It's a threat to your identity. Look, let me tell you something. When you discover something, whether it's new or new to you, don't let anybody tell you you're enjoying it wrong, because you're enjoying it differently than they did, or you're discovering it at a later time than they did. You know, just because they were lucky enough to be born during the 60s doesn't mean that they appreciate the Beatles or they own the Beatles music or anything like that. Don't let anybody do that to you. You like what you like. The world is tough, so enjoy what you like. I think that's it for now. Push the button, Lindsay.